All right, get ready. Today, we're going on a treasure hunt. A hunt for the secret ingredients that build our entire world. From the biggest buildings all the way down to the device you're watching this on right now. Let's start digging.
Okay, so I've got a question for you. Really think about this for a sec. A pencil, some salty French fries, and a car. I mean, they seem totally different, don't they? But believe it or not, they all share a secret, a common ancestor that connects them all. Any ideas what it could be?
Well, get this. They all come from a hidden treasure found deep, deep inside our planet. And that treasure is minerals. Seriously, you'd be amazed to find out that almost nothing in your life exists without them.
So our first stop on this adventure is to figure out what these incredible treasures actually are. I mean, what makes a rock more than just a boring old rock?
A mineral is something that's completely natural. We can't just whip it up in a lab. Each one has its own unique recipe, or what scientists call a chemical composition. The best way to think about them? They're like Lego bricks. They are the fundamental building blocks that snap together to create all the rocks you see, from a tiny little pebble to a huge mountain.
Now this is where it gets really interesting. The idea of an ore. Imagine you find 100 treasure chests, but only one of them is absolutely jam-packed with gold coins. That one chest, that's like an ore. It's a special rock that has so much of a valuable mineral inside that it's totally worth all the effort to dig it up. It's a rock that's basically hit the jackpot.
All right, so now we know what we're looking for. It's time to sort our treasure. You know, just like any big family, minerals have different branches with their own special characteristics. So let's meet the two main groups. On one side, you've got your metallic minerals. These are the rock stars of the mineral world, literally. They're usually shiny, hard, and they give us awesome metals like iron for strength, copper for electricity, and of course, gold for treasure. Then on the other side, you have the non-metallic minerals. Now they might not be shiny, but they are just as important. They give us stuff like limestone for buildings, salt for our food, and even coal and petroleum to power our world. Two totally different families, and both are absolutely essential to our lives.
Okay, so we know what minerals are, we know their families, but how in the world do we get them out of the ground? Well, it's time to grab your hard hats because we're going on the great mineral hunt.
You know, there are actually a few different ways we go about digging up this treasure. Mining is kind of the catch-all term for the whole operation. If the minerals are right near the surface, we use something called quarrying, which is basically just scooping them up. But for treasure that's buried way down deep, we use shaft mining, digging these long tunnels down into the earth. And for liquid treasures like oil, we use drilling to create these super deep wells. It's a real-life treasure hunt with different tools for different jobs.
Okay, now this is my absolute favorite part. Once we've found these minerals, what can they actually do? Well, it turns out minerals have superpowers, no joke. They are the secret superheroes that make our modern world even possible. And our first superhero entering the ring with incredible strength, give it up for iron. Iron's whole deal is its unbelievable strength. Its main mission is to transform into steel, which is basically the backbone of, well, pretty much everything. From the tractors on a farm, to the car you're in, to those giant cargo ships, iron's strength is there holding our world together.
All right, next up, we've got a hero that literally gets our world buzzing with energy. Let's hear it for the electrifying copper.
Copper's amazing superpower is that it's a fantastic conductor of electricity. So its mission is to carry power through all the wires in our homes, our schools, and our cities, lighting up our lives and running our gadgets. And it's so versatile, it even teams up with other elements to make strong stuff like brass, which you'll find in everything from pipes to trumpets.
And for our last hero today, this one's got a secret identity. By day, it's just this humble rock called bauxite. But it's the source of a super lightweight champion.
So, here's the secret. Bauxite is the ore that gives us aluminum. And aluminum, it's got a 1-2 punch for superpowers, it's super, super light, and it's a good conductor. This amazing combo makes it perfect for building airplanes that can actually fly, pots and pans that are easy to lift, and even some electrical cables.
Wow, we've seen just how incredible these mineral treasures are. But, you know, with great treasure comes great responsibility. These gems from our planet, they aren't endless, and we really need to be careful.
And this is the most important thing to understand. Minerals are non-renewable. What that means is, once we use them up, they're gone, like really gone, for a very, very long time. We can't just plant a seed and grow more. It's a finite treasure chest.
So what can we do? How can we protect them?
We can become mineral guardians. And it's actually pretty simple. First, we can recycle metals like aluminum and iron, giving them a whole new life instead of digging for more. We can also make sure our mining methods are smart and don't waste any of that precious ore. And we can get creative by using other materials, like substitutes, when we can.
Whew, okay, what an adventure, right? We've dug deep, we've met some actual superheroes, and we've learned how to protect our planet's gems. Let's do a super quick recap of our treasure hunt just to lock in everything we learned.
All right, here's the rundown. First, minerals are the natural treasures, the building blocks of our Earth's rocks. Second, they come in two main families, the shiny metallics and the non-shiny non-metallics. Third, we find them on our mineral hunt, using different methods like quarrying and shaft mining. Fourth, these minerals are basically superheroes whose powers we use every single day. And finally, and this is the most crucial part, they are a non-renewable treasure, so we have to be their guardians by recycling and reducing waste. And there you have it. So now that your eyes are open to this amazing hidden world, I've got one last question for you. Just look around, right now. What's the very first treasure made from minerals that you can spot? I guarantee you, the answer is everywhere. Thanks for joining me on the hunt.